intention. I am at one again.
You should be able to reinforce pretty quickly. We're up to 45,000 people in Wudu now. So population is growing rather more decently. 75,000 out of the 1.8 million maximum. It's going to take us a while to get there. Hey, Cucumber. How would I rate this, James? I really like it. I think this is probably the best of the Total Wars that has been released thus far. I really do like this. They've done a good job. Encourage militias, Heavenly Reason. Satisfaction would be nice, but I'm not convinced just how much +4 would get us. What's that? Oh, those are the horseback huntsmen. Reclaimers are here? That's way earlier than I expected. Interesting. Wave, horsemen and veterans. And then you. Militia of Virtue and Chanters. Chanters I'm less interested in. Reclaimers, however, that just doubles down on our strength, which is armoured spearmen. We're going to tell people to relinquish their valuables. I know we can get these technologies. These are just so much more interesting to me. Yeah, Yellow Turbans are taking the Great Wall. Slowly but surely. Although finances are definitely going to be a problem.
This will prove our faith is the way.
You want 3 of my trade ancillaries, which I knew... You want to trade for 3 of my ancillaries. Which we knew was going to be one of our main ways of getting a coalition. You're just too far away. Like, there's not a lot we can do to help each other. And you'll just draw me into wars I really don't want to get drawn into. Hey, Unsung.
To battle!
Alright, now my supplies are getting a little bit concerningly low.
Crush them!
Now you're expecting a decisive victory. I have a feeling the AI will fight this better than I will. Do it.
From the roots to heaven.
Nothing died. And we shall occupado.
Bring righteousness to this settlement.
Garrison games. Following the town's capture, you asked what should be done with the imprisoned men of the town to form a garrison. They appear to be competent soldiers who might prove useful if enlisted, but many harbour loyalties to their previous warlord and display reluctance to serve them. So we can persuade them, which gives us replenishment for 5 turns. We can bribe them, which gives us 20% replenishment. We can release them, which is public order, or we can execute them. I think we shall persuade them. Appealing to the prisoners yourself, you assured them that serving you would bring them glory, riches, and the chance to see faraway lands. And Honshu has been destroyed. Faction is no more, leaving one less warrior on the battlefield of history. They may be remembered, or their very name may be consigned to oblivion. How do the Yellow Turbans play, aggressive or passive? Very aggressive. We fought several battles we had absolutely no business winning, and we won them.
My lord?
Because their lords are ridiculously strong. Like, to the point where they are probably overpowered strong. Gong Zhuo has leveled up. You are my healer. I would like it if you could actually, you know, heal me. Thanks. And now they've just gotten even more ridiculously overpowered. And the replenishment is happening really nicely and quick. We've taken this whole province. No assignments to be done. We do need to repair the silk trader, which is also going to increase the amount of money we are making from our other silk traders, now that we have 2 of them. Plus 15% income from silk or silk resources, so that's now going to be plus 30%. But does that actually go up over time? Oh, hell, it does as well. Alright, silk's going to be very, very valuable. Especially when we get the plus 75% silk commerce modifier. Debating pavilion.
Warriors, attend.
No, I'm not going to upgrade you. Not yet. Ooh, livestock. Excellent. Livestock farm is owned by the Han Empire. The other stuff is owned by Dong Min. Question is, do I really want to fight against Dong Min now? I mean, I know we're at war. And I'd very much like to take these 3 provinces. These 4 provinces? No, these 3 provinces. So that I don't have to worry about, like, this huge front. It would just be this, then. I mean, we're kind of secure up here behind the mountains and the rivers. And then we can start pushing south instead. But we're going to wait a turn or 2 to let you replenish. The other thing is, I really do want to start using some of my other commanders. The problem is, none of these guys want to work with my boss man down there.
Prepare my chambers.
Hemi and Chu Yan would work with you. They don't like nor dislike you.
I return. How fair the people.
Unlike these two, I'd very happily work with them. I'm still thinking, should we replace Zhan Mao with this guy? I mean, one thing that we can do, which would actually be a boatload cheaper, is select you, and then move selected retinue outside of the force. Then that way you split up, and I don't need to rehire you. Then we can bring in Zhan Mao. Question is, are you actually going to get on with that other guy? I think you do. And yes, this does lose us a bunch of cavalry from this force, but we can build some more. Probably.
Troops.
And would also allow me to get rid of the peasant retinue.
I would browse their goods. Remain honest.
Is there a way of seeing? Because at the moment you really like those two, I get that.
Remain firm. I am at 1 again.
My zeal, decisiveness, patience, trustworthiness, drunkenness. Doesn't like education or intelligence.
Ben, do not break.
Bravery, zeal, caution, patience, war. Doesn't like discipline, intimidation, diplomacy, or power. Brave, fiery, elusive. It's none of the things you don't like.
Prepare
Trusting,
my
uncomplicated, committed. I forgot you were uncomplicated. In fact, you aren't actually that good a general. I suspect if we had a different scholar,
wish, my lord?
it would actually be even better. Like one of these two. Alright, so you stay with them for now. Then
I bid
you...
welcome, my lord. Summon the merchants. I would browse their goods.
basically we need to choose one of these two that we want you to be replaced by. Preferably someone who can work with these two. In fact, hell, I might even just bring in Jian Mao right now. I'm disbanding those two to make it cheaper to hire you in the future.
My lord, I hope all
I'm going to
is
replace
well.
you with Jian Mao. And Jian Mao can work with Hushu, Hemi, and Chu Yuan. That's a better way of doing it. And that way, Zhu He, I'm sorry, but I'm going to strip you of most of your gear. What are you? You... Doesn't really matter what you're using. Use that one. Doesn't really matter if you're pissed off with me either. I really don't like uncomplicated. It's a terrible stat. And then for you, we'll need to wait some time before we recruit one of these three. Probably Hushu. Although having one of each type, a healer, a scholar, and a veteran would be quite nice.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
How big is the map? Seems fairly substantial. It's big. It's really big. Okay. We have 1,000.
Home gladdens the heart.
So we can recruit one of these. Hushu is currently on assignment. He should be done fairly soon. Selfless, resolve and authority, that's fine. Cunning, authority and spy cost, not particularly relevant. And neither is that one. Chu Yuan? Yeah, you're the agile one. Melee evasion, resolve. And you've already got pretty decent stats. I mean... And Zhang Kai, of course. Wait. You're an army general. I forgot. Generals also display down here. Hemi is the scholar I really want to use. Hemi is really good. Hemi is also on assignment. So when did the assignments finish? And in fact I could just do that myself. Just call them back. And we'll save some money. Because we're going to need to do some recruitment. I wonder at what point would you stop being a rebellion and turn into a civil war? Good question. He Yi signed peace with Huang Shu. Yellow Turban Rebellion has been destroyed. This faction is no more, leaving one less warrior on the battlefield of history. They may be remembered, or the very name may be consigned to oblivion. Trusting versus suspicious. As China descends into dynastic feuds, a quandary emerges between your companions, whether to be trusting or suspicious. Trust is all we have, one argues, as China falters. Another counters that in these chaotic times, people look only to themselves. Nobody can be trusted. So, Gong Zhuo and Jian Mao, or Zhu He. I don't really... Zhu He is the one that I don't really care about. So I'm going to say we have to be suspicious in this time of great uncertainty in the world. So Hemi is the one that I think we need, like, right now. Yesterday.
Draw inwards and strike out.
And then I think I'm going to recall Captain. And Hushu does get on with them all. Fan-freaking-tastic. Alright, so Hushu is going to also join that crew. Jolly good. And that can be done next turn. Seeing as he cost £1,000. How am I enjoying this start? More or less than Liu Biao? More. Yellow turbans have actually been a bit of a revelation. Whoa, loads of people just joined us. Interesting. A devious attendant, cunning and authority. Cool. Well, first thing we can do is start equipping these guys. So, Jian Mao, you're a veteran. You can get one of those. No armor you can use. There are horses. Although this is still my main force, so I think that you guys should probably have the better horses. This provides expertise. Give it to you.
Bring news of what occurred in my absence.
Followers. You want cunning or resolve? Preferably resolve. Cunning and expertise for you would also be good. Plus 15 trade influence again would be nice. In fact, that's probably even better for you. Yeah. Because your current one's the plus 5 trade influence. This is basically the upgrade. What are your stats like now? You're almost... No, you are a legendary in instinct. You're almost a legendary in cunning as well. That's ridiculous. Then that means that you can have the trader. Authority and resolve. Sure. And then you need a new weapon. Hemi is a scholar, so Hemi is going to have the dual axes because that's just a whirlwind of destruction. You also get the instinct for even more killage. And you have a water clock, which is plus 3% replenishment. Interesting. Methods of Sema are nice, but we could actually give that to you. The fan, plus 3 morale for militia. It's alright. You can keep your authority, that's fine. What are your specials? Inner Fire, plus 33% melee attack rate. You have the same ability as Hei. Bring the pain. Oh, Zhu He. Yeah, it was that guy, wasn't it? Feels like Game of Thrones with all the dancing around different lords to be sure they like each other. Yeah, the relationships thing is a bit of a pain. I do wish there was a slightly better interface of seeing who likes who and who doesn't. Like, it should probably be a thing like this, but for your entire nation. The people they're compatible with and the people they're not. Though I guess if they're not on this list, then you just don't know. Let's end turn, because we need to bring in one more lord. And then we need to start actually recruiting some troops. Is there anything above legendary skill, since these characters are only level 1 to 3-ish? Legendary is entirely to do with skill, so if their skill is above 100, then they are legendary. He Yi has been wiped out. Oh dear. This faction is no more, leaving one less warrior on the battlefield of history. They may be remembered, or their very name consigned to oblivion. Not boasting of one's worth forestalls people's envy. Not prizing treasures difficult to obtain keeps people from committing theft. I'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so you guys are now fully replenished. And I think ready to march north onto Wuwei. And Wuwei has got to be these 3 provinces. 3? 2? Oh, it's up there. Let's see.
Persevere. My
I
soldiers
think it must be
need
over
rest.
that way. And then you
I return.
need to recruit
How fare the people?
Hushu. Oh, no, we can afford it. Our income is going up slowly but surely as our population grows and recovers. I'm sure some of these guys are also really good. Hey, Yi is available. Of course he is. Well, seeing as there's only actually 2 factions left that can recruit any of these guys at all, I wonder if you just stick around. Unfortunately, it costs 5,000. Oh, and you're the combination that I need as well. You're a healer. I mean, it's not impossible for us to make that money. I'm going to go ahead and recruit
Gladdens the heart.
Hushu now.
Reserve action.
Because if we need to, we can just split him off into another army. I'm definitely understanding, like, I'm so used to Total War Warhammer, and for that matter, Kong Rong, where every single army costs you extra cash. Here, you just have to pay their base retinue cost, so you can just leave them as garrisons. Got another clay pig. Couple more people of virtue, including Hei Yi. Just need to hope that the other legendary doesn't pick him up first. Oh, yeah, that's true. We could sell some artifacts. Though the only person that will trade with us is Hang Shao.
Glad to see you.
And he doesn't have a huge amount of money. So you're willing to offer me 712 or a lot more, actually, if you pay in installments. A lot more. There we are. 1,960. That I can
Rational
live with.
minds always find common ground.
Serve integrity.
Okay, new technology. Oh. Before we do that,
Honor your ideals.
we can now... Whoa, okay. Our available units just massively increased. Huzzah! Neo Loki Gaming, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the Mortalings. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here they are, the Reclaimers. Comparing that to the Yellow Turban Spearmen. The Yellow Turban Spearmen, I think, are the ones on the right. They have more morale, they do more damage, they do a little bit more... Wait, what's that icon? Oh, attack rate. They attack faster, they do a fair bit more... No, that's not damage either. What's that? Charge bonus, of course it is, I knew that. They have more charge bonus, they attack faster, they do the same damage, slightly better melee evasion, worse shield evasion, so their shield skills are actually poorer. They have heavier armor. Wait. So their shield evasion's 15, but their shield is a 20? I don't understand what the 20 shield is. But apparently it's better. They're not actually that much stronger. Not actually... Oh yeah, they are a fair bit more expensive. I think the main thing is they just do more damage. And now we also have access to the Horseback Huntsman. And we have seen that these are quite nice. Wow, they are expensive. Not a lot to maintain, though. Interesting. I don't think it's so much units that I'm after now. It's actually kind of money. Mustering turns and replenishment would be nice. What are those? Ah, yes, the Bringers of Righteousness. Pretty sure they'll be expensive. Food from farming, which we could then sell. So this one is Rally Sympathizers, which is population growth and reduced muster time for veterans. Greatly increased replenishment for healers. Or character and unit experience for scholars. I think the muster time and replenishment. And we also need to do assignments. So Chu Yuan and Zhu He could both be on assignment. And in fact, I think it would make sense to have one on construction cost in both provinces. It's a short assignment and they get experience the whole time too. Though then again, hold on. We could just do it for the public order. You know what? Hell, why not? Just recover the public order faster. Because I'm not going to be able to buy anything because I'm trying to save up for Hei Yi.